Hey friend, so today we're going to go over fat grip or fat bar deadlifts. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show it to you, I'll demonstrate it, then we'll come back and we'll talk about why we would do something like this. Now, two small caveats here. Number one, I'm not using a fat bar, I'm using fat grips, and it's a little attachment that you can put onto any normal Olympic lifting bar. And if you are maybe you're short on storage space and you don't necessarily have room for an extra bar, or maybe from a funding standpoint, maybe you don't want to lay the money out for a big fat bar. The fat grips work really well and allow you to turn pretty much any barbell into a fat bar. So that's caveat number one. Number two, I'm going to be demonstrating this with kind of a semi-sumo stance, but you can use any stance that you would traditionally deadlift with your fat bar. Okay, so you can go sumo, you can go more the more narrow traditional stance, you can go with a Romanian deadlift, you can go with a straight leg deadlift, you can do a Jefferson lift with it. Whatever stance that you would typically deadlift with, you can use your fat bar for. So let's get to showing you what it looks like. So that was our fat bar deadlift. So why would we do something like this as opposed to just your traditional deadlift? You know, the traditional deadlift with a normal width bar is going to allow you to load up a whole lot more on the bar than a fat grip would. So if load is part of what helps us be strong and helps build muscle and all that kind of stuff, why would we opt for a lighter version or variation? Well, there's a couple good reasons why you might do something like this. Number one, the real limiting factor in a fat bar deadlift or fat grip deadlift is your grip. And if you guys have listened to any of my videos in the past or any of the stuff that I've talked about, as we get older, and you can see by the wonderful color of my beard here, I'm not 20 anymore. So for me, this is one of those things that I really try to pay attention to as I get older. There are three places that we need to stay strong. Number one is our hips, number two is our core, and number three is our grip. So that fat grip or fat bar deadlift, the limiting factor in that is, more times than not, it's your grip, right? So it's a great way to challenge your grip strength and build your grip strength. Okay, so that's reason number one. And as a side note, you're building grip strength in an integrated fashion in a way that you're likely to see it outside of the gym. Okay, I love the grippers and all that kind of stuff, but honestly, for the most part, when I need a strong grip, it's when I'm picking something up or trying to hold something. You know, I don't know that I'm ever going to need a lot of grip strength here. I just think that, you know, training with a fat bar it gives you a lot of real world carryover. Okay, so grip strength is number one. Number two, and I think this is something that can be overlooked sometimes, is it gives us the opportunity to continue to train, continue to get stronger in our deadlift in a way that doesn't have quite the same systemic hit as a traditional deadlift does. Deadlift it's a fantastic lift. It's an awesome lift, and it's super functional. It's lots of applications outside of the gym, right? But when we really get after it, that lift can take a lot out of us. It can, your central nervous system can really take a hit from lots of heavy deadlifting. So that fat bar, that fat grip, can be a way for you to continue to groove that pattern and to get stronger with it and to teach your body how to deadlift without beating it up and really overloading your system. Okay, how would you apply that? Well, if you've got one day where you deadlift with your normal bar at your normal intensities, maybe you have another day or two, possibly even, of practice with the fat grip. Okay, that's option number one. Option number two, you can do an entire block of training with that fat grip or fat bar, and when you go back to the traditional bar, the traditional diameter or circumference of the bar, you will notice a definite difference in how that bar feels. I guarantee, I personally, when I have gone from the fat grip training back to a normal bar, that bar just feels like it's flying off the ground. So give it a shot and let me know how it goes.